Okay, so starting off in Outland, the first thing that you want to do is, if you haven't already, head over to the Netherwing fields and start off your long journey for Netherwing rep. And so this is where we are here in Shadow Moon Valley. The Dark Portal's over here, so you can just fly straight across or come from Shatarath or whatever. But anyway, you want to be here. And the guy that you're looking for... Oh, one tip. If you're doing this at top level, if you click on the little magnifying glass, click on this here, low level quests. And it'll just mean that when you're doing these sorts of things, quest markers show up, even if you're way above them. And you're looking for a blood elf called Morddenai. Alright, this chap here. Be aware that he's hostile to these people around him, so occasionally he will actually be in combat and then he won't show up as a quest giver. So if you're having trouble finding him, look for someone who's having a fight. So we click on hit. Oh, see what I mean? Just run off to start a fight. Come here. Right, so first... Stop killing people! So the first quest is a quest called Kindness, which wants you to feed 8 mature Netherwing Drakes. Okay, so we accept that. Now, I believe we do that by killing these guys. All around these big crystals around the place, there are little NPCs around it, and you kill them and they drop... Just turn my music down a little bit. They drop like meat of some sort. There we go, giblets. So grab them and head on to the next place. So I'll just speed that up, me going around getting all the giblets. Okay, so it's worth noting here that the giblets, which I can't find in my bag now, probably a good piece of advice, which I haven't done myself, is make sure you've got an empty bag before you start this. So I've just done a Black Temple run, so I've got all this crap to sell. The giblets, I think you combine them to make a carcass. So I don't know if they've just done it on their own, or am I just being blind? No, they're there, that's it. Combine 5. Right, there you go. So you combine 5 of them to make one of these. And these are the things that you feed to the dragons. So I need 4 more. Carry on. Okay, so we've now got our 8 carcasses. And all we do is chuck one on the ground. Like so. And these come down and feed on it. Don't attack them, as tempting as it is, because you're trying to build rep with these guys. That's the general idea anyway. This thing has got a cooldown, so you probably... I've collected them all up just as a sort of questing for the sake of the video, but you might want to do it as you go, just pop them down as you collect them. So again, I'll speed this up. Okay, so I just logged out there quickly and just sorted out my bags and whatnot because it was getting a bit silly. So just finishing off this quest. Place the last one down. See our dragon come down and eat it. And then we need to find our friend, who, whilst I've been logged off, has run off now. There we go. Yeah, see what I mean about his quest giver thing disappears when he's in combat, so that's what makes him a bit tricky to find sometimes. So we hand that in. Next, seek out Neltharaku. So this is why I should have mentioned this earlier actually. You do definitely need to be flying in order to do this bit. But I think I said at the beginning of the guide you need to fly really to be doing all of these, or most of this. Because the guy you're looking for, although the quest marker is there, ignore that. The guy you're looking for is a huge dragon, and he flies around this whole area. There we go. So he's not necessarily where the quest marker appears on your minimap. So we go and talk to him, complete the quest, speak with Neltharaku and listen to his story. Okay. So depending on whether you're a lore person or not, you can listen to this, but I'll just skip through it. Okay. Oh, I think I've done that twice. Here we go. So we hand that in. Infiltrating the Dragonmore Fortress. Shoot to slay 15 man. Okay, so this is a nice easy one. So all we do here is we just kill orcs in this section. So just for the map. So we're in the actual Dragonmore Fortress here, okay? And you just need to kill things. Okay, so just come in here and just blitz a load of these guys, really. Okay, so I'm just in the interface and I'm just adding this reputation changes, so we can just get a clear picture of what is gaining us reputation and what isn't, just for later on. So we've killed 15 orcs. Fly back up to our man. He may have moved from there, be aware, but he luckily has stayed there. I want you to collect 12. Okay, so next quest to Netherwing Ledge, and he wants us to collect crystals. So the Netherwing Ledge is this little floating island up here. So we'll go over there. Okay, so here we are in the Netherwing Ledge, and we are after Netherwing crystals, which are these. They look like little vines. You can see that there. Okay, so 12 of them. Okay, so we've got our 12 crystals, and we head back to the Netherwing Fields, hand that in. Remember, we're handing it into the dragon flying around, so keep an eye out for him. Okay, so the next quest is to free enslaved nether drakes, which are in this area. Ah, there we go. So just use it on one before you've engaged it. Yeah, okay. So that's where you do it. Don't actually start the fight until you've used your crystal. Oh, I think I jumped the gun there. Too quick. Okay, so apparently this is very temperamental. Okay, so there you go. So that's all 5 freed. We'll go and find our mate. Okay, so this used to be a bit of a tricky one. I remember trying to do this. But it should be easy now. Basically, there's just a little mini boss to kill. So we're trying to free his girlfriend. Zulu the whacked. Okay, so basically there's a boss here. We'll just kill him after he's finished doing his little chit chat. That used to be quite hard, that fight. And then we're back to our friend Mordani. Okay, Blood Oath of the Netherwing. Complete quest. Right. We are now friendly with the Netherwing. Okay, you can see that there. You're now friendly with the Netherwing because you start off as hated. Okay. So, travel to Netherwing Ledge and deliver the Illidari service papers to Overlord Morghor at Dragonmore Base Camp. Okay, so what happens now, I think I'm right in saying, is that whenever we fly over to the the Netherwing Ledge, we turn into an orc. I think this is right. Because basically we can start doing the quests for the fell orcs there. And we should be able to link our reputation. Right, there you go. So, show us experience bar. There you go, so you can see I've just changed into an orc, fell orc. And I'm now riding a Nether Drake, which is the mount you're going to get from this. And now I think there's a couple more quests now, and then we start doing dailies. And we start doing a bit of a grind. Where's the guy? In here. Talk to this huge orc. Complete that quest. Speak with Taskmaster Varkul Dragon Breath at Dragonmore Base Camp. Right, okay. This quest here, very important starter quest, okay, to recover a Netherwing egg. This is going to be our sort of main reputation grind, is these eggs, because they're awesome. Slow death. Yeah, the one I really do want to show you is the Netherwing eggs, because you can literally just farm them. 10 pieces of not hide leather. Okay. So, first things first, let's hand in one egg just so we can complete that quest. I think you have to hand in one egg to then open up the possibility of handing in more eggs. Now, after this, I'll go through where to find all the eggs, but I'm going to just fly around and try and find one, so I'll stop talking and just speed it up. Also worth noting, if you are a miner or a herbalist, you want to collect these as you're flying around doing the quests here, because you can hand these in for rep as well. So every time you see these nodes, get them. Okay, I'll go and get that egg after. Let's just talk to this woman. So we're just at the edge here, right? Just down from the base camp. Talk to her. She gives us another daily. The mistress of the mine, Netherwing Mines, wants you to recover 15 cargo crates. Okay, so you have to go into this mine anyway. So this daily is the one that's worth picking up, because lots of the eggs spawn in here. So it's a nice one. If we just go and talk to this chap. 15. Right, again. Oh, come on. This is a good daily to pick up as well, because again you're going to be in here anyway. So here's a Netherwing egg. This is what they look like. You may have seen a couple others in the video that I flew past before, but you couldn't pick them up until now. So you'll see them. There are similar looking eggs somewhere around, but they haven't got the smoke coming off them. So these are the ones you want. Netherwing egg. So we'll just quickly go and hand that quest in. Bit rude. Oh no, I've got stuck. Oh, I'm free. I'm free. Don't panic, guys. Right. The Great Netherwing Egg Hunt complete. So I think now, accepting all eggs. Right, here we go. So you can literally just now farm them eggs. And have we got another one to hand in there? No. Yeah, so now we can just farm those eggs. Right. So we'll just do a little run through this mine on speeded up mode, just to show you, because there's daily quests in here and the eggs. So as you've seen, there's one egg already at the entrance. Just there. And we'll run through the rest. Okay, so when we go down here, we find there's another little chap giving us a quest. Blah, 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 blah. So just kill some people, right? Okay, fine, no problem. Another little sly egg. You really got to keep an eye out for these eggs, because sometimes you'll do a round and you won't see any in this section, but that's because someone's farmed it already. So yeah, just keep a keen eye. It's also worth noting that the mobs in this place can also drop the eggs, so and they drop these crystals. I did say earlier that they're the same crystals that we were collecting before, but they're not. So yeah, so it's worth killing everything and looting it, plus get some gold out of it at the end of the day. But they do drop the Netherwing eggs as well, which is the big prize we're after in here. Okay, so that's one run of the mines done, and we've managed to do a couple of quests in there, and also, and more importantly, we've got 5 Netherwing eggs just from the mines alone. I think we actually got 6 because the first one was handing in for the quest, and we're 56% of the way through friendly, so that's not bad for a couple of minutes work. Bearing in mind all the quests up until this point have just got us to friendly from hated, and now we can go and hand these in. And I know we have collected 90 of these, but obviously they'll still be there tomorrow, so if you don't have time to do all of the quests running around, you can at least just come and hand them in tomorrow, and that's that done. So these eggs, I'm going to save them actually and do them all in a one just to see how much we can get from them. It's more fun like that. So, as I say, there are some other quests you can do in and around the place. A slow death and not so friendly skies. They're fairly straightforward quests. I'm not really going to bother going into them because, yeah, you're a level 90. I'm sure you can figure it out. But what I will show you is where to get the eggs. So I'll also post. I'll put a little picture in of a map of where they are in the mine, where they are on here, and where they are here, because they also spawn in this fortress, which is where we sort of started questing. So as I say, you can come back around here, say every couple of hours or so, and just once you've kind of got the spots, you just come in, check them, see if there's an egg. One spawns in here. We'll just be sitting on top of it. I didn't mean to do that. It will just be sitting here. Not there at the moment. One. Okay, so I think I've got the general idea. It's been a long time since I did this, so I think you have one potentially in here, is it? I'm sure one of these ledges is either this one or the other one. Once you see it the first time, then you'll know for future reference, you know. But I'm sure one spawns on there. In here, on top of here, one spawns just there. Okay, and also if you fly down into here, there's this little like nursery here, and one of them is in there, which this one is, so that's lovely. There's also like a little stable just here, and we can see there's one there as well. And you don't really have to worry about these guys fighting you anymore, because obviously you're disguised as an orc now. Then there is, I'm sure there's one on one of these little walkways. There's one, I'm sure of it. Keep an eye out on these when you're flying around, because I'm sure one of them did have. Maybe in one of these little huts. No. I think that's all. Just have a quick fly around and have a look. Okay, so I think that's all of them in this little area. We'll come back later on and check for the other spawns, and then we also have some floating around on these little islands. Okay, so that's us. We've just done a run around the island. Once I haven't done it in a long time, I apologise, but once you've kind of found it the first time, you'll know where to go the second time, and you'll eventually get your own little route going. Like I say, I'll post a map. So how many eggs have we managed to get today? So we've got 10. And so let's just see how many. We're at 60%. So this is handing in 10 eggs. Okay, there you go. So 10 eggs managed to get us up to honoured. And we've also got another quest available now. So there's plenty of quests to be cracking on with. There's even one that's, I think it's this one, where you got to fly around and try and beat this guy in a race, which is quite funny. But remember, you've also got the handing in of mining materials and herbalism stuff, all that lovely stuff. And by now, to be honest, you should almost be able to go and do another run of the mines. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just going to quickly run through some of it, just see how quickly they respawn. Okay, so I've just done another run through sort of half of the mine there, just to see if anything had respawned, but it hasn't. So I guess it's not that quick. But as you're running around, just pop back here every now and then, every couple of hours or so, do your route, and you should be exalted in a few days, I suppose, depending on how lucky you are with your finds and whether or not you're a miner. So what I'm going to do, yeah, that is kind of just it, right? So you just keep doing that grind, get your eggs, do all your dailies, do the other quests that I haven't shown you, but do them, and you'll get to exalted. And so I'm just going to jump on to another character to show you where you actually get I get one that's, sorry, I'm going to jump onto another character and show you what you can buy once you are exalted. Okay, so I've just switched over to my paladin, and we're back in the Netherwing. We're still in the Netherwing village, and once you're exalted, you can then speak to this guy, and he has 6 Netherwing Drakes to sell you. So 200 gold each, 1200 gold in total, and that's it. That's your Netherwing done. Does take a couple of days and a bit of farming, but it's well worth it because they're an awesome looking mount, let's be honest. Really fucking cool. So, hope you enjoyed that, guys, and join me in the next part where we'll be looking at another reputation grind in Outland.